Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, welcomes you to our biggest clearance sale of the year, the Happy Honda Day sales event. Get year-end clearance pricing on over 900 new Hondas, plus a complimentary lifetime powertrain warranty with every new Honda. Save thousands on your new Honda right here at Team Honda.
Hi, business owners. Phase 3. Woohoo! But do your customers know you're back? Well, that's where the Clarence Bug Show and Pelican Broadcasting can help. Right now, we've got great rates on advertising packages to help you get the word out. Shoot me an email at bugsclarence@gmail.com. Or better yet, call me up. I'd love to talk with you. 225-485-6839. Let's get together and make Phase 3 the best it can possibly be.
From appetizers, pasta dishes, and entrees, La Contea takes pride in preparing all the Italian cuisine we know you love. Enjoy live music every Thursday through Saturday from 6 to 9, happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6, and brunch on Sundays from 11 to 2, as well as dinner portion-sized lunch specials for under $10. Visit our website to view our menu and book a party or meeting in our large banquet room. Once you try La Contea, your Italian dining will change forever.
They said I could find you here. Why are you fishing? Our company's got to ship out 2 full color brochures and 20 color copies. You're killing me.
It's done. Designed, printed, packaged, and shipped.
How?
You just got to know the right people. Baker Printing, the printing people.
How come you get to fish in this private lake?
Like I said, you just got to know the right people. You can know the right people too.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Clarence Bug Show. Here's hoping that all is absolutely well with you and yours as we work our way through yet another day of COVID-19 and the 2020 presidential election. You know, one of the things that I absolutely love about this life that we lead, particularly in this country, is that every now and then something happens that is so enormous, has such huge implications, that it requires an eloquent, oratorical masterpiece. 407 years ago. Ring a bell? We the people, in order to form a more perfect union. Ring a bell? We are gathered here today. Ring a bell? Longevity has its place. I've seen the mountaintop. I may not get there with you. Ring a bell? But other times, a simple utterance will do. Yesterday was one of those days where a simple uh-oh pretty much summed it all up. A little background. Sidney Powell, high-profile attorney, former United States attorney, defender of former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, best-selling author, and a member of President Donald Trump's legal team. In a series of media interviews yesterday, Sidney Powell leveled some allegations that, if proven true, will make Watergate look like Disneyland. On second thought, if these allegations are proven true, it will make Watergate look like Blue Bayou Water Park.
I like Blue Bayou.
You like Blue Bayou, Marty? I like it too. It all starts with Dominion, the company that manufactures the voting machines that are used in well over half the states in this union, and the software developed by Smart Tech. Sidney Powell is alleging that the software used in these machines contains an algorithm that allows you to monitor votes in real time and make adjustments by switching votes to reach a desired outcome. Dominion, allegedly, sold machines just like this to Venezuela, ensuring that Hugo Chavez and his cronies would have a guaranteed victory in the election. Sidney Powell claims to have sworn affidavits from employees of Dominion that knew this was going on, and when this technology was imported into this country, they refused to stand idly by. Knowing her reputation as a patriot, as a bulldog, and a staunch defender of freedom, she alleges they felt comfortable in coming forward with sworn affidavits to that effect. She also claims, does Sidney Powell, to have sworn statements from poll workers giving eyewitness accounts at how, in the dead of night, when vote counting mysteriously stopped, vans with out-of-state license plates pulling up to where the votes were being counted, and tens of thousands of ballots unloaded to be counted. Thousands of them, by the way, only had one box checked on the entire ballot. The box that was checked, the only box, was for Joe Biden. How many Americans do you know that vote that way? The Americans I know, both sides of the aisle, if they go into a presidential election and there's a full ballot, full slate of races, don't know anything about the races or the candidates, what do we do? Well, if I voted for Joe Biden, I'm a Democrat. Let's see, Senate race, United States Senate, okay, there's the D, I'm gonna vote for them. Here's school board race, where's the D? I'm gonna vote for him. Secretary of State, where's the D? Okay, I'm gonna vote for her. Conversely, if you are a conservative, you will check the box for Donald Trump. You don't know anything about the other races, but you see a Democrat and a Republican. What do? You check the Republican. We have become so partisan in this country to think tens of thousands of people walked into that booth and only checked one box. That's not how America works. something else that is curiously suspicious here. The media would have us believe that Joe Biden received 7 million more votes than Barack Obama in his prime. Now, I'm supposed to believe that with all the Hispanics this year that left the Democrat plantation and voted for Donald Trump, with all the black folks that left the Democrat plantation and voted for Donald Trump, despite all these people, loyal Democrats, jumping ship and voting for Donald Trump, Joe Biden, despite never leaving his basement, managed to garner 7 million more votes than Barack Obama. How many times have you walked through the grass to get to your car? You get in, you close the door, turn on the ignition, crank up the AC, and you go, oh man, I done stepped in some poop. You don't have to see it. You don't even bother to lift up your foot and look at the bottom of your shoe. You know what it is just by the smell. When you've done it enough times, oh man, doggone it. My neighbor's walking the dog in my yard. I done stepped into, you know what it is just by the smell. Then there's this. Well, I'm coming up on a break. Irony of ironies. Because I know there are a lot of people watching right now that are saying to themselves, this is the first I've heard of this. Who is this Sidney Powell? What is this about Dominion and algorithms and all of this kind of stuff? What is this going on here? If this is the first you're hearing about this, you need to ask yourself, why is it that the people I rely on to give me news and factual information aren't saying a peep about this? You probably, if you would love to rationalize it away, which is what we do, because you do realize the thing that sets us apart from the rest of the animal kingdom is our ability to reason. We can make ourselves believe pretty much anything we want to believe. Well, that's just a conspiracy theory. Well, you might want to stick around, Hoss, because after this break, you'll find out this is not the first time that Dominion has been accused of not playing with a full deck. And you would be amazed at who it was the last time that levied allegations of this sort. In case you haven't realized it yet, listen, y'all, this is a whole lot bigger than Donald Trump and Joe Biden. There is no universe where this is that small. We are talking about literally the survival of a republic. And if these allegations are 10% true, maybe now you'll start to believe just how deep the swamp actually is. You're going to want to hear this. It's coming up next on the Clarence Bugg Show. Stay close.
I owe owed the IRS $10,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
I'm self-employed and didn't report all my income. They claim I owe a lot more than I do.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
Tax Solutions Now saved my business.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 800-778-4345. 800-778-4345.
Hi, I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
And I'm Dr. Kay Siller with The Rocket Right Show.
We are two busy blondes on the go showing off life in Louisiana.
Watch us on Pelican Sports Network.
And Talk 107.3 FM. Check local listings for times.
I've seen a lot of things during my life, more bad things than good. I've lived in a lot of places, but never a home. I don't think anybody cares about me anymore. And now I'm tired. Signed, Brian, age 11.
Abused and neglected children in East Baton Rouge Parish are in dire need of CASA volunteers. Please call 379-8598 today. Change a life of hurt into a life of hope.
Get 0.9% financing for 60 months on every new 21 Mazda, plus 90 days deferred payments during the season of inspiration at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.
By all standards, he is a champion for consumers. Because of Public Service Commissioner Eric Scrametta, our utility rates are 35% less than the national average, the lowest in all of America. He saved ratepayers over $8 billion. Commissioner Scrametta brought us more reliable power plants and energy-efficient solar fields. Public Service Commissioner Eric Scrametta. Keep the commissioner who keeps our rates low.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
Welcome back to the Tuesday edition of the Clarence Bugg Show. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about yesterday's revelations from Sidney Powell, high-profile patriot, former United States attorney, and member of Donald J. Trump's legal team contesting this election. Sidney Powell leveled some allegations yesterday that, there's really no other way to say it, are shocking. Many Americans may have been of the opinion that something like this had happened, something like this was possible to happen. But Sidney Powell, in a series of interviews, leveled some allegations that, if proven true, will make Watergate look like Blue Bayou Water Park. In one interview, the reporter conducting the interview with Sidney Powell was so taken aback by allegations that the voting machines we have been using from Dominion, with software from Smart Tech, has an algorithm that monitors votes in real time and then switches them to reach a desired outcome. The reporter was so taken aback She stopped the interview and said, wait a minute. Can you prove the allegations you're making? Can you actually prove that what you're saying happened? Sidney Powell didn't bat an eye. Her response, I don't say things I can't prove. It's about to get real interesting, to use the vernacular of the streets, up in here. Then there's this. For those who are saying, well, that's just a Republican tactic and that's just a conspiracy theory. We all know that we wouldn't be using voting machines that, you know, didn't have secure technology and the like. Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. Just last year, 3 high-ranking Democrats, Senator Elizabeth Warren, Democrat, Massachusetts, Senator Amy Klobuchar, a one-time presidential candidate, Democrat, from Minnesota, and Ron, not familiar, it's either Wyden or Wyden, W-Y-D-E-N, Ron Wyden, Democrat from Oregon, all sent a letter to the head of Dominion, alleging in this letter that the machines that were used switched votes. 3 high-ranking Democrats just last year accused Dominion and their software makers of employing machines that actively engaged in switching votes. The conclusion that some people are drawing from this is go back to election night. And you know, it's amazing. I ain't no spring chicken anymore. I will be the first to acknowledge it. I was up till 2:30 in the morning. Took me 2 days, well, day and a half and a big old bowl of Wheaties to recover from being up that time of night with all the mental gymnastics watching the coverage. Here's what some folks are saying happened. 2:30 in the morning, all these votes are coming in. The software, the algorithm was overwhelmed. It couldn't keep up. It could not keep up. So mysteriously, 2:30 in the morning, we stopped counting votes. An hour and a half later, trucks start rolling up to places where the votes are being counted, and tens upon tens upon tens of thousands of illegal ballots are unloaded to be counted. Something's rotten in Denmark, y'all. Then there's this. Yesterday, after word of all this started leaking out and spreading like wildfire, did you know that yesterday the United States Army descended on a company in Germany to seize their servers? Why, you ask? Because when the votes were tallied from the machines here, they were routed to a server in Germany and then sent back to America. Can anybody please tell me, with the hundreds of millions of dollars that all of these states have spent recently revamping their voting machines, why in God's name would it ever be necessary to send America's vote count to a server in Germany before it comes back to us? Then there's this. Right next door in the Lone Star State, great state of Texas, like so many other states recently, Texas went through the process of updating their voting infrastructure. So as you normally do, you solicit bids from companies that manufacture voting machines. Dominion responded, sent in a proposal for them to analyze. The officials right next door in the Lone Star State looked at the machines and the technical specs. And the good folks in Texas said, oh, hell no. We're not buying this crap. These machines can be so easily hacked, it ain't funny. Thanks, but no thanks. We won't be spending millions of dollars with you. That was the good news. The bad news is over 30 states in the Union employ Dominion voting machines and the accompanying software. Then there's this. The software that Dominion employs with the embedded algorithm, in the user manual, there's a segment on how to, quote, change votes. You can drag and drop votes for a particular candidate to a folder and then delete said folder. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have always operated under the assumption, apparently erroneously, that the voting machine's job is to record the votes, preserve said votes, and when plugged in to a central system, reports said votes. Can anybody look at me in the eye with a straight face and give me a semi-plausible reason as to why in the user manual you would be instructed on how to change votes? Something is rotten in Denmark, y'all. Now I think we know why the pressure from the mainstream media on the president to acquiesce. Now I think we know why Donald Trump just needs to just go ahead on and concede the loss. Again, y'all, this is so much bigger than Donald Trump and Joe Biden. There is no universe where Donald Trump and Joe Biden are the issue at hand here. We are talking about one of the most precious tenets of our society that every vote counts and the process is fair. If 1/5, 20% of these allegations are true, you know what time it is. It's bottom of the hour. Speaking of what time it is, let me get this break out of the way. So where is the media going to go with all of this? That's next on the Clarence Bugg Show. Stay close.
Got termites? Get Premier Pest. PremierPestServices.com.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Jaguar Nation, we need your help in masking up Louisiana.
Masks help us slow the spread of COVID-19.
During this time, we must continue to wear a mask, wash our hands, and practice social distancing.
It's important that we continue to abide by the CDC's guidelines to stop the spread.
Jaguar Nation, we challenge you to mask up. Go Jags!
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
At Team Toyota, Toyotathon is underway. It's your chance to save during our biggest sale of the year. Get our lowest prices and our lowest payments on every new Toyota. Plus, get a complimentary lifetime powertrain warranty with every new Toyota. Right now at Team Toyota.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing. You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day. Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
Caught spiders? Premier Pest Services.
Welcome back to the Tuesday edition of the Clarence Bugg Show. Today we have been talking about the bombshell allegations launched yesterday by attorney, best-selling author, former United States attorney, and badass patriot, Sidney Powell, that she has undeniable proof that the 2020 presidential election had fraud to a level most of us cannot begin to imagine. If these allegations are true, what is really going to be fascinating, interesting, and ironic to watch is going to be the mainstream media's response to all this. We already know from the BPE factor, the old based on past experience, that social media and the mainstream media, CBS, NBC, ABC, CNN, MSLSD, and all the rest of them, are going to attempt to bury the story as if it's not there. Hunter Biden laptop story. Ring a bell? If we don't cover it, if we don't tell the people about it, then it doesn't exist. Well, not so fast, Hoss. Here's the problem with this. Allegations of this sort, if anywhere near true, are going to be legal fodder for litigation out the wazoo. So what will happen is the media has painted themselves, mainstream, into a corner now. Well, there's no proof of voting irregularities. There's no proof of any kind of anomalies taking place. There's no proof of, anything unscrupulous happening in the election. This stuff is legal fodder. So what's going to happen is lawsuits have already been filed. They will be heard. A ruling will be issued, either kicking it back to a lower court, rejecting it, or saying, you got a case. The other side then will take it to a court of appeal, where that court will have the option of doing the same thing. Eventually, again, if these allegations are anywhere near true, it is going to end up in the hands of the highest court in the land. Then, with potentially overturning this election being at stake, you will not be able to ignore the story anymore. Then you are going to have to explain to all these folks that have trusted you to give them the news and the facts, many of which you have gone out of your way to hide from the American public. Two scenarios. One, finally, we will come to realize the nefarious intentions and the collusion of the mainstream media in attempting to destroy this republic. As ugly as that scenario is, the other is even more scary. The mainstream media, when it gets to the Supreme Court, if they have continued to ignore the story, try and hide the truth from the American people, and it gets to the point where the overturning of this election is at stake, their viewers will then be the recipients of a coordinated media propaganda campaign that this man is about to steal the election. When that happens, forgive me, it's the only way I can say it. In 3, 2, 1. All hell's gonna break loose. Because on one side, you will have those whose news sources have kept them abreast of what is potentially the biggest political story in our lifetime. The other half of us will not have a clue other than what these lying folks in the mainstream media have hidden from you since day one. Then there's another scenario, now that I mull this over. We may have this epiphany, this true awakening that, you know, there are too many things to ignore here. At the end of the day, if I look at it and weigh it objectively, there's got to be some truth to this. Hopefully, then, the American people will revert back to what Americans used to be. We won't allow ourselves anymore to be hoodwinked, snookered, and bamboozled by talking heads on TV. People that, just by looking at them, you can tell these folks ain't got a damn thing in common with me. Why should I believe what they tell me when the facts prove otherwise? Again, you don't have to lift your shoe and look at the bottom of it. You know what it is just by the smell. There is entirely too much that stinks about this whole thing. And if you can't smell it, then one, you have a sinus infection so severe you about to die. Two, you don't want to smell it. And three, you got the COVID. You've lost your sense of smell. Again, this is so much bigger than Donald Trump and Joe Biden. This is so much bigger than any two single individuals. This is about a nation of 350 plus million people being able to go to bed on election night and, regardless of the outcome, be at peace with what has happened, because we know the process was fair. This is about the little man. Despite this all-encompassing, ever-encroaching, monolithic federal bureaucracy of a government, the little guy, still gets to have his say. If we don't demand this from both sides of the aisle, you may be on the winning side this time, but rest assured, Captain, your time is coming. There are no sides. There's just America. That's all there is. There's just America. And if we allow this to happen because of manufactured, ginned up hatred for one single guy, based solely on the media, we deserve what we get. But our children and our grandchildren deserve so much more. Let me get this final break out of the way. When we come back, red pill, blue pill. Which one will you take? That's next on the Clarence Bugg Show. Stay close.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Surprise, something good has finally happened in 2020. Yours truly, the Clarence Bugg Show, gets to be with you every day of the week. That's right, 11 to 12 every weekday. And of course, the Exiles right in front of yours truly from 10 to 11, yours truly 11 to 12. So now it's appointment viewing. 5 days a week here on the Pelican. The Clarence Bugg Show. The only thing missing is you.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready, and health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, call the number on the screen now and speak with a live healthcare consultant. Don't wait. Get the coverage you need now.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystoneCountryClub.com.
Welcome back to the final segment of today's edition of the Clarence Bugg Show. You know, when history records this time in America, if it is anywhere near accurate, Donald Trump's legacy will be that of Morpheus, the character from the Matrix trilogy. For those of you that have never seen The Matrix, The hero of the trilogy is a guy named Neo. Rogue computer hacker that knows something isn't quite right in the world, but he can't put his finger on exactly what it is. Until one day, a guy calls him up and introduces himself as Morpheus. And he informs Neo that there are some agents from a previously unheard of government agency that are coming to arrest him and do him great bodily harm. Neo manages, with Morpheus's help, to evade the agents. Wakes up the next day. Oh, and while the agents eventually arrest him, in the interrogation, they do things that are beyond the realm of reality to him. He wakes up and thinks, wow, what a crazy dream. The next day, Morpheus contacts him again and says, we need to talk. So Neo, being the rogue that he is, and the person that knows something's not quite right in the world these days and the reality in which I'm living. Yeah, I'll meet with you. So the two of them finally meet. And Morpheus tells Neo, what I'm about to reveal to you, I don't know if you can handle. I don't know if you're ready to see what I'm about to show you. But rest assured, all I am about to show you is nothing other than the truth. Morpheus then produces a glass of water, holds out both hands in a clenched fist. He informs Neo, you got a choice. You can take the blue pill, go back to sleep, wake up tomorrow, and it's all just a dream. Or you can take the red pill, and I will show you just how deep the rabbit hole goes. Donald J. Trump has forced the media, social media, the Democrat elite, and the party to reveal to us exactly who they are. If there is one iota of truth to what Sidney Powell is alleging, we have no idea how deep the rabbit hole goes. If nothing else happens during his presidency, America's confidence, America's assurance that all is well in this republic will be shaken to its core. None of us want to believe that in the land of the free and the home of the brave, that our election process could be so tainted. None of us want to believe that voter fraud on a scale this massive is even remotely possible. None of us want to believe that we live in a republic where the little man, blessed by the founding fathers, given dominion by God, are in danger of being run roughshod over by the powers that be. While none of us relish those thoughts, I'd much rather find out now than later. If this is allowed to go unfettered, if every investigative agency in this country, in the intelligence community, does not look into this full bore, this republic will cease to be. There is a reason, y'all, why we are the envy of the whole world. There is a reason why people will get on a freaking inner tube and float through shark-infested waters to come here. There is a reason why people will cross a burning desert to try and be a part of what we have here. And if these allegations are proven true, it will be a sad day, truly, for America. It is time we demand that the media do its job. It is time that we hold the jellyfish occupying the halls of Congress to grow a spine and do what needs to be done to ensure the integrity of this sacred institution. If we don't, for whatever reason, pick a reason, just name one. If we don't, then we deserve what we get. Hopefully, there are still enough real Americans around that will give it their very last breath to make sure that does not happen. This day, more so maybe than any other in my lifetime, I give it to you. You're right, America, we're not perfect, but doggone it, for my money, it's still the best there is, and God knows there is no place else on His green earth that I'd rather be. Speaking of the good Lord, you realize that He loves you, right? And I hope you know that I do too. Then again, don't really matter, because there ain't a doggone thing you can do about either one. Take care of yourselves. God bless.